is going to start. He's going to have the outside line going into turn one, so the same car might actually get benefit here as the cars are ready to go. And they're off. Lord Olem and Tancar both getting pretty good starts. A few stalled drivers on the grid. It looks like one car is
that was not my
still.
best start.
Same car, just quite a good start. Good to know up the inside, not quite close enough with Lord Olem. He's going to lead through the first turn. Most cars look like they're keeping it clean. A few going wide through turn one, but it doesn't look like there's any upside down cars so far. EJ was the car that stalled on the grid. Not sure what happened there, but it looks like most cars have kept clean through turn one, so no major issues there. As EJ now getting past Lolita or whoever that was. Chevy Silverado now just in front of him as a few other cars going very wide to the corner. Lord Olem now leads the Sandcar. My timing screen looks like it's a bit screwed up. It's not quite showing me any time. But Lord Olem is going to lead Sandcar as Racing Coach goes down the inside on Major Iguana. He's going to go way too deep and make contact. Major Iguana Blood Fam now goes up to P3, and Major Iguana is going to come out of it in P4 with Susie coming out in P5. Racing Pro now in P6 is going to try to pull along the outside of Susie and going to the right-handed King. Just on the brakes now. Racing Pro's going to get his nose up and try to go down the inside as it looks like Lord Olem locks his brakes just ahead of Sandcar. As a lot of cars getting wide here. Racing Pro able to get ahead of Soon TM as CP Polar tries to catch up on the tail end of the EJ. Now back up to P19 making contact with that braking marker. And that's a barrel roll for EJ. Now
my brakes failed because I've been pushed off the track twice. I'm sorry, I'm going to retire.
That was Biohazard talking after, I believe, sending EJ into a barrel roll, but EJ's car looks surprisingly well off for how much damage is. So meanwhile, Lord Olem leads Sandcar by 1.5 seconds coming across the line for the first time here. Blood Fam up into P3, Racing Pro defending Sunzi. Major Iguana in P6 just ahead of CP Polar, who's trying to make a little bit of a move here. Might stick his nose coming into turn one. CP Polar breaks early, less out of it, not wanting to do anything too dangerous here, as pretty much all the cars going wide through turn one. Now, one thing I would love to see, if anybody watched the Formula One race here a few weeks ago, was one of the best races, honestly, the past few years, into the rain. EPF getting past CP Polar now into turn two. When it rained, the drag strip coming into the final two corners was just slick. Everybody went wide, spinning. It was fantastic. I actually kind of want to know if this came from the
It does not. Yeah. I tried.
So that would be
the drag strip is normal traction in this game.
Sam and Lord Olem running away again with it. The Blood Fan Racing Pro and Mace on EPF, CP Polar, and Galmer all in one massive pack here in the battle.
I don't know who that.
Oh, there's a car backwards. It looks like at the hairpin.
I was so far wide there.
For a spin there, lost quite a few positions down to P10.
Was I not like off the track when that happened?
Massive battle as well for P10. Quite good battling we have going on here in this 10 lap.
Yeah, I was basically off the track at that point. Like, what was I supposed to do there?
Losing a bit of time to the Blood Fan. EPF now still ahead of CP Polar and Racing Pro.
What the hell was I supposed to do?
Battling for P5, CP Polar.
And in this sort of racing, you don't slow down for that sort of shit.
Trying to keep it behind.
You get given a penalty later on
out just a bit. As EPF still pretty close ahead. Not too many mistakes here. Most drivers managing to keep it clean as Lord Olem has almost a 2.5 second lead over the rest of the field. And now Sam's car is definitely pushing very wide to the last corner. See just how much he's trying to push here.
Also an excellent example of the great coding in this game. You activate the entry dialogue box by
EPF,
going onto the drag strip.
P5 is still just ahead of CP Polar and Racing Pro. These three drivers all very close, within about a second of each other as they come into turn two. Racing Pro getting very close to CP Polar, braking very late, having to go to the outside line to avoid making contact with him. Racing Pro gets a very good exit, and he might be trying to make a move coming into the chicane here. These cars don't get the best slipstream, but they do get it to some effect. Racing Pro not quite close enough. CP Polar definitely got a good exit. Might try to make a move. EPF defense to the inside line, moves back to the left. CP Polar brakes on the outside. And that's Major Iguana with the lock brake. EPF braking way too late. CP Polar goes deep as well, and Racing Pro is going to go off the inside of both of them. Now it's 3 wide as the dash coming out of the exit of the hairpin. Is EPF still in front? CP Polar just behind.
I had to lean over to my keyboard.
So it looks like they maintained those positions. but very close it is now. Racing Pro braking really late. They're almost making contact.
I wonder if I'm cooking my brakes. I wonder if that's why. I even left the vents open a little bit so I wouldn't do
as
that.
EPF manages to defend the position, still in P5 for him. Very good defensive move, but he's going to have to keep it cleaner because CP Polar and Racing Pro are both breathing down his neck, and none of them are going to want to lose this position. EJ back up. E17 still battling Racing Pro, who's a bit wide to the hairpin here, but CP Polar is very close on EPF's tail, waiting for him to make any sort of mistake here.
Yeah.
Coming into the penultimate corner now, EPF goes a bit wide.
I didn't activate the pin.
Must have a lot of grip in the dry. And CP Polar gets a bit loose coming through the final corner now. These three drivers spreading out a little bit. The driving is fantastic. Racing Pro, cheeky, almost corner cut there. Coming out of turn one, Racing Pro with the brake gap is going to try to make a move up the inside. Is going to back out of it. Not quite close enough. EPF braking way too late now. CP Polar is going to try to go around the outside, coming onto the straightaway. These three drivers again are going to be extremely close. As a reminder, exclamation point multi in chat if you want to watch this epic camera. Dun dun dun. The epic trackside camera. Well, hi, my name is Cole.
They're side by side. I have nowhere to go.
As CP Polar gets his nose in front, he's going to go down the inside of EPF, and it looks like he's going to be able to make it stick to CP Polar on the inside line. Keeps it clean, brakes nicely. Now Racing Pro might try to go up the outside. CP Polar gets loose on the exit and gets a very bad one. EPF.
I'm trying to stay in his slipstream.
Trying to look up the inside. Nope, he's not quite able to make it. They're coming into the braking zone now. Is he going to try to make anything? No, EPF is going to back out of it. Racing Pro is going to go on it for EPF. Racing Pro
not intentionally.
CP Polar still ahead of the three, but Racing Pro now getting past EPF. But can he make the move to stick it? They're still side by side. Racing Pro now.
That was not intentional in the slightest.
Trying to go up the inside line. CP Polar is blocking Racing Pro. Oh, they're going to make contact. The three of them make contact, all three at the same time.
Front wheel drive for the win.
To catch it. Jesus, this is some insane racing between these three drivers here, all for P5.
Oh yeah, this is really
I don't think I've seen three drivers make contact at the same time and all manage to keep going again. CP Polar now leads the trio from EPF and Racing Pro.
Oh, that left front's
at
cooking
the back of them. Meanwhile, Galmer in P8 has almost caught up to them because of this insane battle. Lord Olin still leading from Sam's car, still leading from Blood Van Maiden Juana in P4. Looks like a few drivers leaving the Discord might have crashed out early. Very unfortunate.
Rip EJ.
Looks like he's not having the best of times right now. That looks like a...
They're both in BMWs, so I basically cannot
still leading
catch them at the end of the straight.
Not quite
I have
close
to be
enough
better
this
on the
lap
brakes than
to
them.
try to make them move back.
Because they just out-accelerated me.
Separating a bit. CP Polar now in P5 ahead of the other two drivers. Can he keep it close enough? Oh, he's going to lock his brakes coming into the hairpin. EPF is close enough to just tap him, and there he goes, making contact with EPF and Racing Pro. The three drivers all touch.
Well, that fucked my suspension and my front arrow.
A lot of time there. CP Polar is going to have about 2 seconds gained, and here comes Galmer ahead of EPF, trying to get past Racing Pro. He's going to try to make it along the outside, gets very loose into the grass. He goes hitting the braking marker. Is he going to be able to keep it? He manages to keep it in a straight line.
So
he's going to
nice.
lose a few positions, but here's the Nation now, who's trying to make it as interesting as he possibly can.
I'm really sorry, man.
I
thought I hit your comment. I'm really sorry, dude.
It's a five-way battle for P6, and this is some intense racing as EPF and Sunti now going side by side into the hairpin. Sunti's going to get ahead, tries to go along the outside, not able to keep it. EPF's going to stay in P7 for now. Racing Pro, meanwhile, is trying to make a bit of a gap. CP Polar, who was in this battle originally,
Really got to crank the wheel to the right now to turn right.
And EPF has now managed about a
Note
second
steering
gap
straight what the angle of the wheel is.
TM
Okay, it's not actually
is ahead
that
of
bad,
EPF.
but notice that it is noticeably
Behind EPF,
crooked.
you have Galmer and then Geeky Nation, who's all pretty much going side by side.
Notice
He
that
tries
it
to
is
defend to the
noticeable.
inside line. EPF is going to go to the inside, coming in
whatever.
for one. They're going to make contact,
Too
so two
busy.
out wide. Galmer is going to try to go
Trying
up
not
the
to
inside
crash.
now, coming into turn two. It's almost 4 wide as they come into turn two now. Geeky Nation getting ahead of Galmer. Sunti managing to stay in the lead of the three of them, but he's going to be pushed to the outside line as EPF is going to go up the inside now. not able to get past. They make contact yet again. Suzuki still leading.
I mean, it's not the worst damage I've had, but I'm going to be massively down on straight line speed now because
Gamma and 10 now.
29 front
next to P11, and so is Resville down at P12.
All right, Blade of Engine time.
If this isn't good racing, I don't know what else anybody is cheered for. There's 3 wide coming into the hairpin.
Wow,
with,
that was curly on the brakes.
Yeah, one driver brakes way too late.
Did you see that?
Way off the track and lose a lot of time here. CM now just behind the DPF.
I nearly got taken out.
Has managed to make a small gap here, about a second and a half now. If he can just keep it clean, he can stay out of the battle. And he can probably run away with it like CP4 has, who's now 5 seconds
I need to move my braking zones
massive
forward.
battle that's going on. EPF
because my car is just that much slower.
He's going to try to go along the outside of him now.
Good enough.
Sunti is going to get ahead. EPF now is going to slot in behind Sunti. Some people saying EPF getting a little pushy, but these cars can handle it. As some people like to say, rubbing his brakes. Now, granted, that doesn't always apply, but in these cars, you can do a little bit of rubbing without too much of a penalty. Now, as I take a break from this battle for 1 second, Major Quantum is pushing Bloodfan for P3. The top 2 of Lord and Sam have yet again made a bit of a gap for themselves, but Bloodfan currently in P3. Major Iguana is making a push for that. Major Iguana runs fast on the last lap by about a second. 1 second behind now, so that is something to keep the eye on. As
I still need to move the damn
midfield battle has somewhat
back.
spread out, so you have Racing Pro battling Sunti with P6, you have EPF battling currently down
Forward, not bad.
8, Geek Nation currently battling
Too far back as it is.
And Geek Nation is going to go a bit wide. Looks like Josh is going to get ahead. Can you go on board with EPF super quick? Looks like yes, so easier retired as well, because they're behind Cam. It looks like we might have EJ in the booth here. EJ, hello, how are you doing?
Outbreaking him.
Not the best race for me, but
That shouldn't have worked.
Isn't that fine?
Yeah, so I saw a car stalled on the grid, and I saw that on the last that you installed, and exactly what happened there. I'm out of the loop.
The shifter, when I was reaching for the mouse, my shifter knocked itself into 3rd gear. So the cruddy shifter, I was using the paddles. And, yeah, I must have knocked it into 3rd gear when I was reaching for the mouse or something, dude. I don't know. I just noticed that it was in 3rd, so immediately I dumped the clutch on the start lap. It went right into 3rd.
I gotta do that though to keep this position. Sorry.
That's a yikes right there.
Yeah. It's not even the fact that it's like broken, I just put it in 3rd.
Yeah.
If you use the shifter, it takes priority, right? So you have to shift it back into neutral and then switch,
And
like,
then
that's how you get the paddle, yeah. So I got going down the back street.
Hello, robot.
Very unfortunate there, but at least you can watch this battle now.
Yeah, I'm watching
I
the
have
battle.
to say, this is pretty fantastic.
Oh no, EPF! Oh!
Dang. Oh, into the wall he goes. But it looks like he can, oh no, I think he has some bent steering. It looks like he's having some problems on the straightaways. He's getting passed by quite a few cars. And there's some contact between Geek Nation and Galmer.
Sorry, I locked him up.
Oh, EPF in the middle of the road. Very close to Galmer in front, almost rear-ending him. There has been a lot of contact throughout this race. Racing Pro now trying to make a move on Sunti M.
Yeah, they're going into the hairpin here. Racing shows inside on his mirrors here. Sunti seems to lock the right front. Racing draws the inside line.
And they're both going to get alongside of each other for yet another drag race. I can't count how many times these guys have been side by side.
Give me that
Racing Pro looks
drift.
like he's trying to set him up here for this next corner. Oh, he's going inside.
Going to make a move. He locks the brakes a bit. Soon as he goes wide, and Racing Pro is going to take the position fairly. That's probably the cleanest overtake I've seen so far.
Yeah, really good.
He's not wrong.
And Racing Pro is going to be in front, but I promise you, Sunti is going to go for a move, probably in 2 or 3 corners time.
Oh, Racing goes
As Racing
outside.
goes
He's
very
the trap.
wide,
Oh,
into
no.
the gravel he goes, and Sunti comes back. Oh, Racing Pro almost back onto the track. And into the
That might be
a
it.
straight line. Sunti is now back in front. Racing Pro is going to have to make
That
an
might be
overtake
it.
yet again.
And Can't forget about Josh right there in 8th place, just watching this whole thing unfold in front of him. Any mistakes made by either driver, he's going to capitalize on real quick.
I would love to see some of the
but at least now I have somebody to draft off of, so my top speed isn't so
much action that there's no way that I or anybody could even keep track of it. Geek Nation, Galmer, and Rezel also battling EPF with RB Gamer side by side into turn 1. EPF is going to lose that battle. He definitely has some damage from that last contact. Mage Iguana still trying to
get off the curb.
Coming into the hairpin. These two drivers battling for a podium.
Great. Now it's Josh's fucking
Bloodfan locks a little bit, and it looks like he goes a little bit outside. Magic takes the inside here, but Bloodfan manages to get out back on.
Yeah, Bloodfam now very close. He definitely has to be keeping his eyes on his mirrors now as Mage Iguana getting very close. He's going to back out early. Mage Iguana not quite lining him up yet, but he's having some pressure on. Geek Nation is going to dive through the hairpin, locking up and going very wide. Downer is
brakes are cooked.
The instant we touch, this game
has a lot of drivers must be struggling with their brakes here. I can only imagine.
Yeah, it looks like we got word on Geek's radio that
the first
brakes
time
might be
I've
a
been
little
on
bit
the right side
there
into the braking zone in a
and
long while.
I must imagine pretty much everyone else is as well, because there's locked tires and cars going wide in pretty much every corner so far.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Racing Pros lost a bit of time to Soonsi. Now has Josh breathing down his neck. Rezel is defending from Gamer and Geek Nation. RB Gamer as well, getting past Geek Nation just there. Coming into the third sector. Mage Iguana not quite close enough this lap to make a move on Bloodband as they are going on to the final lap.
Outside line to throw the car out
flies.
the exit.
Bloodband goes a little bit wide there, coming out of the north curve.
Racing Pro going wide as well with Josh right behind him.
Right back up on Soon almost.
As they now cross the line and take the white flag.
Dead though.
Has a comfortable lead ahead of Sam Bloodband. Bloodband not so comfortable with Mage Iguana breathing down his neck, but the two drivers in P3 and 4 have a comfortable gap. P4 and P5 has a massive gap after his initial battle with Racing Pro and EPF after CP4 got clean with those two drivers. Has now made a 15-second gap to Soon CM and Racing Pro in their battle with Josh's number.
Magi's right up on Bloodfam's tail coming out of the hairpin. Bloodfam's showing the inside corner. Magi's showing the outside as they go into the kink here. Into the first stadium section. He is right on his tail. They're going too wide. Magic the line there. It looks like he might be able to stick it here for this sector.
And they come into the turn. Mage Iguana breaks late. Bloodfam breaks just in time. Mage's going to go off wide. Blood's going to get his nose back out in front. Mage is going to track just behind him. And that was definitely his move. He might not have another chance here as they're on the last lap. Mage made his move and just broke a little bit too late there. He definitely could have had that secured.
Yeah, meanwhile, back at the same corner, Racing Pro's showing the outside line here. Soonsi locks up on the inside. Racing Pro's right on his outside going out of the corner. He's going to have the inside line going into the next one. Oh, and he boxes him out.
Soonsi gets pushed out wide, and he's still going to keep his nose ahead. Soonsi now with the outside line coming into these third sector corners, these very tight corners. The track is so narrow. Soonsi's going to see the position of Racing Pro as Bloodfam comes out of the final corner, and he's going to have enough speed to cross the line for his podium position here. But the race is
not
all
the time.
but over. The Racing Pro still ahead of him.
99 damage.
Soonsi tries to go for a move through the final corner. He touches Racing Pro. Can he get enough speed coming out of it? I don't think he's going to have it. Racing Pro keeps honest. Racing finishes in P6 just ahead of Soonsi. Josh finishes in 7th. Rezel in 8th. Galmer 10th with oh no. Wait, yes, sorry. Galmer is going to finish 10th.
That was dirty as hell racing,
EPF with a massive amount of damage.
So I defend off Josh because he's right to the left there. I cut it inside. Soon's a little wide, and now I'm right alongside Soon. I leave him space. I kind of squeeze him a little bit, but I leave room because there's a corner coming up here, and he's on the outside. We both lift. He's still there. I brake later because I'm on the outside, and I know that I need to be braking later. Can we just watch that again before that continues? Because normally I'm braking right about here. Okay, brake at the normal point way, don't you? That's right. I did brake at the normal point, but I think I went lower braking amounts. I do not have the throttle indication. Okay. Have to go and watch the VOD for that. Soon locks up, though. Gets forced wide. I get a better run out. This is where I was a little dirty. Push him out. But really, I had the right to do that. So I'm forcing him against the wall. Josh is still there. And then here, I'm just like, no, this is my line. He's to the inside. I cut back across the apex, though, if you can call that a late apex, I guess. And then through here, just apex. Get back to the apex. Get back to the apex. Just sit on the apex so he can't drive up the inside, and he didn't want to bump me, so there you go. Whether forwards or backwards. I'm just gonna shut up and watch. Josh, that's not where the track goes. Oh, that was a good race right there. And then Soon goes for the barrel roll. Not quite, but he tried. That car just went to space. Where was the initial car? Was that the initial car, the red one? Oh, it appeared to go to space, and then the lag caught up, and he just was there. Either way, there's chaos going on in the... Oh, God. There's chaos going... It's happening so much, I can't get my words out. There's chaos going on in the background, and we're going to park up where you can't see it.